probably get into this. This is chemistry. And, I've got this in Excel. And I think I've said in other videos, the reason I like to use Excel is that a lot of my students have enjoyed using it. I really better get going. I got 126 pages or more. I don't even know what I've got, but I better get it going here. And so as I go through this, if you want to see what's, really get into what's on these pages, I'm assuming that it's easy for you to stop and pause and look at it and study it. And I'm in my retirement. This is what I like to do in my retirement. I taught for so many years, and just to walk away from it, and it's kind of hard to do that. So at least I'm doing this for myself. If it'll help you, that's great. So, and you know what? Let me know if there's any mistakes. I don't want to lead people astray. I have found so many mistakes. I think I got them all, but I'm with, when there's millions of mistakes, not likely I got them all. So maybe I'll just keep quiet here. And here I'm showing a little bit. I've never shown the nucleus this way. You can look at that, just taking one straight line of protons straight through the nucleus, like that. But anyway, there's quite a few things that I have here that I never taught it this way. I've had 41 years of teaching, not all chemistry, a lot math and sixth grade, seventh, eighth grade, 9 through 12. Done some AP, of course, chemistry. So I won my New York State Chemistry Regents Award for my school. That what's interesting there is all year long I was failing it. I had no use for school. I was brought up on a farm, thought I'd always be a farmer, and that didn't happen. But I won't get into that right now. But amazingly, I did have to go off to college. There wasn't anything else to do after leaving the farm, so went off to college and got a job in a hospital. I guess because of my knowledge. They felt confident in hiring me, but then I got drafted to go to Vietnam or join the National Guard. I joined the National Guard, but I had to go away for some time, and so that ended my work at the hospital, and it almost ended me doing any more college. Well, by the way, I did work with Hans Pauly, and he was just a regular guy, it seemed to me. It wasn't intimidating, nothing like that. I don't know, his uncle or somebody, Wolfgang Pauli, came up with the Pauli exclusion principle. But we talked quite a bit about chemistry. And I admit, he got a little above my head. But I worked pretty closely with him. So here we're looking at, this is, I don't know what, not even waste time on these couple of pages. I'm trying to show there how, electrons kind of travel in waves. Of course, they're not really, what do you call that, translational waves, but anyway, it kind of gives you a feeling for why you have to have distinct. You can't have just any old radius. Electrons can't have an orbit of just any old radius. So, and here, so this is kind of almost, I guess, just, this could be middle school chemistry right here. I mean, it's easy to understand that. That's what I'm saying. It's usually taught, what, in 11th or 12th grade. Chemistry is actually harder than physics. It's more abstract. Here's some more disclaimer. Let me read this stuff here. Kind of a disclaimer. My excuse for some things. But need to really move along here. So you can read in here, I've got questions and the answers. Yeah, check those. I had so many wrong answers. And it's just like, I really would get tired of correcting my own mistakes. And I would doze off. Yep, retirement, it's pretty interesting. Let me warn you. So just showing here, these electrons forming ions and what their charges would be. Kind of show the, on the periodic table, you can count over for the charges. Starting here, +1, +2, all these down here, +3. They're not going to be -5. I mean, you go the other way, 0. These are going to be -1 charge, -2. I better hurry up. We got to move along here. A little faster here. Got a long ways to go. So. And a lot of this is just the same thing over and over and over again. Once you get a few of these, you kind of got the idea for all of it. Oh yeah, and I put helium right here. Yeah, if I take that out, yeah, it's supposed to be over here. That's what I'm saying. Just move along. Yeah. Okay, so some of the stuff that wasn't really needed, I know it went off the screen. That's another thing, with this Excel. Yeah, my students have enjoyed learning Excel, so I've done a lot of math with them using Excel. Excel really lends itself to, algebra, things like that. And quite a bit of reading right there. I hope you can read it. It's kind of small. But numerical analysis, things like that I've taught, students really enjoyed my using Excel to explain a lot of it. You can look at some of my other videos. I'm planning to put a video out as about the Lake Powell, Lake Mead. You've probably been reading about that. And my little suggestion that would help. I'll see if I can get that video out pretty soon. Problem is, it's probably going to actually show me. I'll be doing more than talking. You might actually see me in that one. I'm trying to figure out a way where I don't have to do that. I mean, that would, just because it's hard to, I think, make a video that has an actual person in it. So get a videographer and I don't know what, a bunch of cameras maybe. I don't know. To me, this is so easy for me. And I've actually enjoyed using Excel here. AI, I've had to get help from AI on a lot of things with Microsoft Excel. I really like AI. And I hope they have more data centers. Those data centers, they take a lot of water, but then they like 11 million gallons of water. Project Jupiter down there in Las Cruces. 11 million gallons to start up. But once they get that 11, it's all recycled, in closed loop. So I am really thinking now I'm going to have to do this over again. I'm going to run out of time. I have to get it in 15 minutes here, or no, 14 minutes. So I've got to hurry along. And then I've got some electron configurations here and orbital filling diagrams. I do my orbital filling diagrams differently. Instead of arrows, I just, put the electron number and put it on top if it's an upspin, put it on the bottom if it's a downspin. And yeah, I remember coming up here, I only have the electron, let's see, what do you call it? Electron. What do you call that there? Now I can't even slip my mind. You know what those are right there. I don't have the orbital filling diagrams right now. It's getting all this fun. Get things pretty quickly. I know I just said it a minute ago. So I'm going to end this video. Hope, thank you for watching, for letting me do this. And if you get something out of it, great. Have a good day. Bye.